Momentum is growing for a walkout on April 2nd with a call to all state employees to join teachers on the picket line at the state capitol. Teachers have given lawmakers a deadline of April 1st to come up with raises and to restore operational funds to schools and state government. And with no action by lawmakers on that demand, the stage is being set for what may be the largest walkout in state history.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It was unprecedented when Oklahoma teachers walked out in April of 1990 and took their protests to the state capitol. This year, more than 40,000 teachers are poised to follow in the footsteps of those teachers from 28 years ago. And if the protest takes place next month, it will be much larger, at least for one day. For the first time in history, teachers will be joined by state employees. There are 34,000 public employees, and in meetings like this one at a state office building in Tulsa, they're hearing from representatives of the Oklahoma Public Employees Association.
The first thing that OPA is suggesting, asking, and requesting is that every state employee request annual leave on April 2nd. Now, why do I have to take annual leave, you might say? If you don't show up at work on April 2nd and you are not on leave, at that point, you have left your duty station without permission, and that is reprimandable, okay?
Sterling Zierle is the president of OPEA.
Could employees face any backlash from their administration?
Well, if they're requesting leave and they're granted leave, it's no one's business what they do on their own time. So that's one of the reasons we asked them to request annual leave.
Zierle says they know it's impossible and unwise for all state employees to walk the picket line on April 2nd.
Because we have 24-hour care facilities like veterans, DOC, mental health. We have to staff those facilities. We just can't shut the doors on those services we provide.
Still, Zierle says it's important for state employees to at least make the request.
We're asking any employee who is denied annual leave to contact us. And we will be contacted at HC asking why that leave was denied. So that's one of the reasons we're asking for people to do it immediately. So it gives us a couple of weeks to try to work through that.
Zierle says, like teachers, state employees are past being frustrated. Many feel like this infamous scene from the 1976 movie Network.
You've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. My life has value. I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Dee Saldivar is a child welfare specialist for DHS.
I think everybody is at that point where they are ready to do something because it can't continue. So yeah, everyone's very upset about it. And I'm glad teachers are getting the recognition, but state employees need it too. I mean, there's a lot of us, and without us, this government will fall apart.
Meanwhile, as a prelude to the planned walkout, Tulsa public school teachers are participating in a work the contract action. They arrive and leave their assigned schools together, working no more than what their contract requires. Elton Sykes is the principal at Tulsa's Carver Middle School.
Students can't get into the building until 8:05. There's no tutoring anymore before or after school, so kids who might need help are not able to get help. So it's putting some pressures, and I really hope that the legislature can see some of this and hopefully can address this by increasing not only teacher salaries but funding for education.
Corey Williams teaches history.
If we have 140 students and 140 papers to grade, that's not going to get done. And so it's going to take much longer for those grades to get put in, much longer for eligibility reports to be accurate, which can stop students from participating in extracurricular activities.
Teachers say it's hard not giving it their all because they care so much about their students, but enough is enough.
I can't take care of my students and I can't do my job if I can't take care of myself. I don't remember us being this demoralized and this defeated than we have in the last couple of years.
Teachers Gregory Smith and librarian Christy Merchant say getting a pay raise is really secondary. They say funding cuts to education in general have drained the joy out of teaching.
It's getting to the point where it's like
it's kind of crazy. You just think, okay, this is the new norm. There's no way they're going to cut another teacher or increase the class sizes, and then the next year, boom, it gets worse.
And it has only gotten worse for state employees as well.
Our market study just came out last week. We're 25% below market when you compare our salaries and our benefits to the private sector. People are just fed up and they're frustrated. Not only the pay issue is we've lost 4,500 state employees since 2009. We've reduced budgets for these agencies, for some places 30 to 35%.
State employees and teachers hope by joining forces, lawmakers will finally do something before it's too late.
Our hope is the legislature gets it together, passes something with revenue in the next week, rolls out a state employee and teacher pay raise, and we don't have to get to April 2nd. That's everyone's hope. That should be their hope.